Our main story this week is Scotland. Americans know it as the birthplace of Shrek and that accent you think you can do but actually can't. It's actually a complicated political and economic union. Think of it as an archipelagic supergroup comprised of 4 variously willing members. And to understand why Scotland may want to leave, you really need to understand the history of its relationship with England.
For centuries, England and Scotland remained separate and frequently at war. But in 1707, they formed a single country, Great Britain, a decision that's been controversial in Scotland ever since.
Oh, yeah, I'd say it's still controversial. Given that, as you can see here, we are still role-playing with wooden swords to try and emotionally work through it. So Scotland and England have been involved in something of a 300-year arranged marriage. And look, I will be the first one to acknowledge England has been a little bit of a dick since the honeymoon. In 1746, we actually banned the kilt just because we knew they liked it. And then we chose God Save the King as the UK's national anthem, a song which at one point had a verse referencing rebellious Scots to crush. Although to be fair, we later realised that was wrong and replaced it with a line about pissing on the Welsh.
No one, absolutely no one, will run the affairs of this country better than the people who live and work in Scotland.
And to be fair, he might be right about that. Scots know how to run a country, because when they got to choose a national animal, they selected, and I swear this is true, a unicorn. Who knew you were allowed to do that? Pick a fictional animal. Yeah. America's probably kicking itself for choosing the bald eagle now, aren't you? You could have picked a Wookiee in a top hat, or whatever the f*** Grimace is. Look. He looks like a magic genie granted a wish to Gorbachev's birthmark. But... And also, for their national flower, the Scots chose a thistle. That is a plant made out of tiny knives and a throwing star. The only flower I like is a flower that could pierce an Englishman's throat.